In this post, you can see Ross Hudgens is resharing something where people are starting to put the word Reddit at the end of their queries. And you can see this traffic trend, show you how we're going to take those and scan every client to see which ones of them are impacted. Now let's go. There we go. Search term. All right, so I'm going to do a filter. Say search term contains Reddit. And then I'm going to take organization, and we call them organization IDs. So that way no one can see the clients. We're going to put their ID in. And then I'm going to say what percentage of their search terms include the word Reddit over the last 12 months. So I'm going to take date, and I'm going to pivot by month, and I'm also going to filter by month, and I want it to be the last 12 months. I'm going to see how much this trend is growing. I want to validate this for all of my clients. I'm going to hit run. We're under 2 minutes to build it. So now what I get to do is I get to see each client. I might want to just filter by my most recent month. And I can see, hey, here's a client where 0.15% of all their search terms included the word Reddit. Now it's 0.53. Again, maybe it's not huge, but it's showing a trend. And now what I'm able to do is for each client, I can say, hey, what trend are we seeing for you? I'm no longer relying on broad-based best practices, and this thing will automatically update for me every day, week, or month based on how often I want it to happen. So we're going to view the dashboard, and we're going to add another visual to it. What I want to now do is I'm like, well, it's one thing for somebody to put the word Reddit in their search term. It's another thing for Google to predict that Reddit is probably the right answer. So I'm going to do the last 12 months where the domain is Reddit, obviously. All right. And rank in the top 10. So now what I got is I got last 12 months where the domain is Reddit, and I've got the domain Reddit is ranking in the top 10. And I want to see each client, and this is where you get to do the combination of the paid and organic together. So what's their cost for each month? And then what percent of their conversions came on those as well? And now I'm just going to go ahead and run that. That was built in 2 minutes. So now what I'm able to do is basically say, okay, when organically Reddit is in the top 10, what's been the trend for you and how much of your spend is coming on terms where Google believes organically Reddit is the right answer? What that's going to do is it's going to let you think a little bit maybe about your marketing mix. It also allows you to say, hey, if it gets over a certain point, Seer, I want you guys to alert me so then I know to maybe adjust how I'm thinking about my engagement on a platform. You can do this with any domain on the internet, Pinterest, Quora, Reddit, Yelp, anywhere. It could be affiliates. It could be places where you're going to do specific domain buys. You could do it anywhere. Now I'm able to look and say, okay, for this client, 11% of their conversions came in paid, came on search terms where Reddit was in the top 10 and 6% of their spend, which is very different than just last month. So that could change our strategy. All right, 2.24% of all their spend. You see consistent 2% of spend. 2%, 2%, 2.9, 2.09, 2.6, 2.2, 3.6, 3.4 of total cost. Let's keep going. 5.24. So you're able to see for this client, they've over doubled the percent of their spend over time, where Reddit is somewhere in the top 10. But then other clients, for this one, for instance, they're trending in the opposite direction. So if they were to read this post, it wouldn't make sense to change anything. I can create an alert and I can say, all right, anytime their cost is over this, ping me, right? And I can pick individual clients. I can forward stuff out to their teams. I can choose the frequency as well. But then as a whole, because this is a trend that I care about happening across the organization, I want this thing to run every month and email me every month. So I want to schedule a delivery to come into my inbox every month. And then I click save, and now I'm going to get this every month. So I can just take a quick scan and monitor this for every client. I will conditionally format this thing to calculate growth. So in that way, I know exactly what clients we need to talk to every month to find other opportunities for them. That, my friends, is the power of Supernova. So if you're going to continue to want to do this kind of work, you either got to go with a Power BI in the cloud, or for us, we went with the Looker solution.